So let's take you through the starting grid for the third and final heat for senior road tax. Groups A and B. Jaden Teen and Krik Knoren will be on the front row of the grid. Enzo van den Dickenberg and Benjamin van Hees will line up on row number 2. Siem van Vliet and Ruben Verheyen round out row 3. Row 4 completed by Flynn Fitters and Scott Westovens with the 326 of Neil Hendricks and the 365 of Jori Schoens rounding out the top 10. Lawrence Herboz, Robbie Soder, Boluet, Gaz Tobin and Jod van Wijk will complete the top 15 ahead of Freddie Ingram, Mitch Haynett, Sebastian Koch, Bram Plomp and Tommy van der Stroys rounding out the top 20. Completing the 32 strong grid, Wesley Eckhart, Puck Gubbles, Vincent van Kouwkoppen, Max Costa, Wood Kirsten, Sven Slagmolen, Martin Geiskens, Martin Herrera, Niels Österand, Giorgio Markenstein, Dante Simmer and Lex Quintens round out the 32 strong 16-row grid. So once the result of this one has been officially ratified and confirmed, we'll then have our top 30 going through to the final at 5:35 p.m. Today. However, the 18 that don't make it through will battle for the final 6 places on the grid for the second chance, which will take place at 3:35 p.m. local time this afternoon. So for this and also for the senior second chance, it's 7 minutes plus an additional lap. The drivers will now get into formation. Now Vic Stevens has had 1 win so far and finished in the top 3 last time out. Jaden Teen, if he leads across the line, when the checkered flag falls, he will be our pole sitter for the top 36 final, which will close out 20 races here at Mariembourg for the second round of the Belgian Max Challenge. As the lights are on the gantry, into the tram lines, revs rise, lights are on, lights are out, we're underway. Jaden Teen instantly swept to the left-hand side, and I think caught out Krik Knoren unawares there. There was a little bit of side-by-side contact between the pair of them. Dickenberg now up into P2 with Van Vliet not too far behind, 3 wide behind, coming out of turn number 3 as they all make it through out of turn 3 so far. Turn 4 could be a little bit messy. No, they make it through. Oh, thank goodness for that. I thought I might have needed a jump start on the old ticker in the chest. That was very, very close indeed. It was 2-3 wide and they all managed to scrabble their way through, kicking and screaming. But look at the lead Jaden Teen has already got. After the opening lap, Jaden Teen leads second. It's now Van Vliet as Dickenberg. Oh, they've tangled! Van Vliet and Dickenberg off the circuit coming out of the exit at turn number 1. Oh, it was going to come to dramas, and all that hard work that both drivers did in their opening heat has just been quickly and unceremoniously undone on the opening corner of the second lap of the race. Van Vliet looked for the move up the inside. Dickenberg tried to get the crossover. They tangled wheels and they went off, and Van Vliet was pointing the other direction. Oh, dearie me, not exactly how you want that one to pan out, but that's what it means. These drivers, they are battling to get into that top 30. They do not want to have to go through another race to get through into the top 36. As there are some overtakes happening to a little bit further back. Jaden Teen looks over his right shoulder and said, oh, hang on a second. Looks like something happened behind me, it seems. Yeah, because Krik Knoren is now second. Oh, and another big moment. Robbie Storer over the back of Benjamin Van Hees. And that's another big incident. And it's the front runners within the top 5 again in 2 respective laps. I cannot believe that. And someone going for a bit of a dive bomb effect. Oh, Boluet. You need to calm that down a little bit, Sunshine. Went from dive bomb up the inside through into Chemin de Fer on Thomas on I think it was Ruben Verheyen. And there's this is, I said earlier on about sign of urgency and sign of desperation. Signs of desperation, but there's a sense of urgency. Freddie Ingram now makes up another place. Again, Fast Freddie showcasing it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the world. If it's a bad qualifying, I'll push. And he's just got through on Miel Hendricks. And that's now fifth. Well, that just goes to show. And next up in front of him, Boluet. Now, could the unthinkable happen? Because Freddie Ingram was only 3.5 seconds behind Jaden Teen. Fastest lap of the race is Robbie Stauder, 55.165. Then you look at the other lap that has just happened, and then you see why there's a big differential. Well, Jaden Teen has got a lead now of 2.1 seconds over Krik Kloren. Ruben Verheyen having to battle with Boluet. Freddie Ingram's got a little bit of air between himself and 3-2-4, but he's also got behind him Lawrence Herbels and Miel Hendricks. Oh, as Loet again up the inside of Ruben Verheyen. This is playing nicely into the hands of Freddie Ingram. Great move up the inside through turn number 4 by the 396. Well, I think there is a possibility that Freddie Ingram could be second by the checkered. As there's side by side, Mitch Haynett gets through. And that was on Miel Hendricks, but Freddie Ingram, well, that is a dynamite performance. Won't catch Jaden Teen, though. He's on another level at the minute. Here's the 3:59. He's crossed the stripe, and his lead over Krik Kloren, 2.2 seconds. Boluet third. Freddie Ingram fourth. Ruben Verheyen. Lawrence Herbos, as that's going to be a move by Lawrence Herbos on Ruben Verheyen, gets through, and that is a change for fifth. Now, Ingram is has got the blinkers on. He's got the racehorse blinkers on. Freddie Ingram's next target is Boluet. Boluet can actually do keepy-uppy. You know, he's got some football skills as that boy. Saw that when he was mucking around with Sebastian Koch in the paddock yesterday evening. And Sebastian's dad, Michael, said, "Don't spill my beer, whatever you do." And he said that to Bo directly. But we've still got a minute and a half left to go, plus an additional lap. That third place is looking even more tantalising for Freddie Ingram right now. Has been a change a little bit further back. So, let's see which number that was. Well, Jort van Wyk has been passed by, I think it was Miel Hendricks. Because now Freddie Ingram's within striking distance of Boluet. Look in this battle here, there's the 365 Yuri Schoens, just behind Sebastian Koch in the number 394. Van der Stroy's up 8 places from 20th now, currently P12. We are going to go on to our penultimate lap. Jaden Teen has a comfortable lead again, 2.3 seconds at a Krik Kloren. Boluet, Freddie Ingram, Lawrence Herbos. They ran at the top 5 as Herbos is right with Ingram. As great move there on the 326 of Miel Hendricks. Sebastian Koch has got through at turn 3. Great anticipation. It's getting a bit close for comfort there for, I think that was Yuri Schoens who got through. There's Van der Stroy, and whilst the trio in front of him have been battling, he's just like going, oh yeah, loving this. Jort van Wyk has the fastest lap of the race, but Jaden Teen will start the last lap of the heat stages for Senior Rotax. His lead over Krik Kloren. Oh, and there's a bit of a defence there from Freddie Ingram. on Lawrence Herbeau's. Ingram trying to hold on for fourth. Goes defensive into turn number 2. I don't think Lawrence Herbeau's is quite done yet. Into turn 3. Can the 398 get the crossover? Yes, he can. He's going to try and thread the eye of the needle, but he can't get through. Ingram puts it, parks it on the racing line and says, no sunshine, I'm not giving up fourth. Incredible defence there from Freddie Ingram. Had the presence of mind in the savoir-faire to just go, right, I'm going to plant it on the racing line and see how he responds. And got exactly the response he needed. However, there's been one person who's been top of the class so far over the course this weekend. 2 wins in 2 heats puts Jaden Teen on pole position for the top 36 final later on this afternoon. Winning by 3.3 seconds. Ahead of Crickcrawler and Boloet rounds out the top 3. Freddie Ingram up 12 places to finish 4th, whilst also keeping Lawrence Herbeau's at bay big time. Herbeau's rounds out the top 5, ahead of Mitch Haynert, Jort van Wijk, Ruben Verheyen, Sebastian Koch making up 9 places from 18th. Not too shabby there, Sebastian. Up to 9th, Jori Schoens finishes 10th, ahead of Tommy van der Stroys, Miel Hendricks, Glenn Fitters, Robbie Slaughter, Vincent van Kouwkoffen, Wout Kirstens, Bram Plomp, Martin Geeskens, Scott Westhovens, Puck Gubbles, Dante Sima, Kaz Dobben, Wesley Eckert, and then we've got Max Costa, Lex Quintens, Sven Slagmola, Martin Herrera, Enzo Dickenberg, unfortunately down to 28th by the end of the race. Minas Sjöstrand and Sian Van Vliet also rounding out the 30-strong order. And we lost on that too, Benjamin Van Hees and Giorgio Markenstein.